Survivors of the Marjory Stoneman Douglas High School massacre are mobilizing with a message for their elected officials. Enough is enough. The students there are demanding that lawmakers take action on gun control so students can be safe at school. Two of those students, who you will recognize, join us now. We have Emma Gonzalez and David Hogg. Guys, it is so great to have you both back on the show. Emma, that clip that we just played, that has been viewed as of this morning about 20 million times. CNN posted it on our Facebook page. 20 million times around the world, people have clicked on that because they were so interested in what you had to say. So to the politicians that you were talking about, to Senator Marco Rubio, who said after this shooting, you know, you can pass the law, but you're still going to have these horrible attacks. What do you say to him?
I say to that even though they say that criminals get guns no matter what laws you have in place, that might be true, but we don't have to encourage them to get those guns. We can make it harder, absolutely make it harder, and we can prevent some seriously nasty crimes and some seriously indescribable tragedies from occurring. And if somebody doesn't want to do that at this point, that's pathetic.
David,
I would say to Marco that you can't work through divisions. It's absolutely terrifying. The fact that he immediately got up and started talking about how gun control is not the solution. Every answer is a solution at this point because we haven't tried any of them, and we need a multifaceted approach to this extremely complex problem, because if we don't have that, this will never come to an end.
What did you both think about the president tweeting over the weekend? Very sad that the FBI missed all of the signals sent out by the Florida school shooter. This is not acceptable. They're spending too much time trying to prove Russian collusion with the Trump campaign. There is no collusion. Get back to basics and make us all proud.
Yeah. I think it's disgusting personally. My father's a retired FBI agent, and the FBI are some of the hardest working individuals I've ever seen in my life. They work every day, 24/7, to ensure the lives of every single American in this country. And it's wrong that the president is blaming them for this. After all, he is in charge of the FBI. He can't put that off on them. He is in charge of them. And these people, what they love to do is push this off on the bureaucracy and say it's not them. He is in charge of the FBI. That's one of the executive branches. The executive branch is supposed to enforce laws, and as such, President Trump is in charge of that, and the FBI.
And I do want to reiterate that the FBI were some of the amazing first responders who were helping us get to safety, and the fact that he wants to discredit them in any way and that he's trying to shift our focus onto them is
disgusting.
It's not acceptable.
I appreciate that reminder that they're the first responders and that they go into these dangerous situations to try to save people. So the president says that he's going to hold a listening session with students on Wednesday. Have either of you been invited?
I believe we've been invited, but neither of us are going. We had a preset town hall meeting that we will be attending.
It's on CNN with Jake Tapper.
So you have
to be attending the listening session.
So you've already committed to that, so you'll be doing that.
From the beginning, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Guys, tell me what's going to happen on March 24th with your plan for a big march on Washington. What's your vision?
My vision is pink hats from space. You know, like this is going to be enormous, and I really hope that we can I know that the word has spread wide and far, but I hope that we can even spread it even farther by that point, because I know that that's going to be indescribable, but in such a positive way.
And we have to. We just can't stop, because these special interest groups are never going to. And if we don't stop and we make our voices heard as an American public together, if we make our voices heard as an American public together, we're going to have to do that if we ever want to overcome this terrible tragedy.
So what do you say to the NRA?
Dismantle.
And don't make another organization.
Yeah, don't make another organization under a different name. Don't you dare come back here. The fact that you were in power for so long and that you had so much influence for so long in America just goes to show how much time and effort we still need to spend on fixing our country.
Absolutely.
And gun control is just the first thing right now, the first thing that we are mainly focusing on.
Look, I don't have to tell you guys, they give millions of dollars to politicians. They have a very powerful tool. So, I mean, how do you expect politicians who need money to keep running for office to say no to the NRA?
Because we keep telling them that if they accept this blood money, they're against the children. They're against the people who are dying. And there's no other way to put it at this point. You're either funding the killers or you are standing with the children who have no money. We don't have jobs, so we can't pay for your campaign. We would hope that you have the decent morality to support us at this point.
And not take money from people that want to keep lessening gun legislation and making it even easier for these horrifying people to get guns. Because if you can't get elected without taking money from child murderers, why are you running?
Hey, guys, are you going to be able to go back to school this week or next week? Are you going to go back into the building where this happened?
Well, first of all, the freshman building is being torn down, but the rest of the school is staying up, and as soon as we can, we are going to go back into the school. As soon as they say school is on Monday, I'm going to be there. I'm pretty sure. Unless we have interviews or somewhere to be, we are going to be at school with the people who need us. We need to stand with our peers. We haven't had time to stand with our peers through all of this. We've been working so hard.
Yeah. Hey, David, obviously everybody remembers when we first interviewed you on Thursday morning and you were so plain-spoken and so vocal and so strong. How are you guys doing emotionally? I mean, I know you're galvanized by this, but emotionally, how are you?
For me, it's been absolutely exhausting. On those first 3 nights, I only got 2 hours of sleep, and then I got 4 hours, and last night I got 5. But that's only because I could miss an interview that I had at 1 in the morning in England. And it's just been absolutely exhausting, but it's still nothing compared to what these parents are having to go through right now. And I think that's what people really need to focus on is these 17 individuals. If Emma and I couldn't exist, if we could just be nobodies still, that's how I would prefer it. I would want everybody to be doing this on their own without any of us saying this. But sadly, we have to stand up and take charge because nobody else will. Because our elected officials certainly won't.
David Hogg, Emma Gonzalez, we appreciate you keeping your foot on the gas, and we appreciate you being available to us. Senator Marco Rubio has declined our request to come on. Best of luck, guys. We'll check back with you.